kane cumi na gatandatu. Let me start my work for environment setup. Firstly is to verify Oracle installation and environment. First is to log in Oracle user. If I log in Oracle user, as you see, this is a successful login in Oracle user. After log in Oracle user successful, I need to check environment variable. If I check environment variable, by use those line related to output I have, my environment variable are well set. My environment variable, it's good performance. I need to continue to verify my listener. If I try to verify my listener, install current startup. If I try to start up my listener, it is not working. And I try other code, this is not working again. I need to check what can handle this issue. To handle this issue, firstly I need to go in my SQL. First of all, to go in my SQL system db SQL plus slash as system db, then enter. I'm in my SQL. If I achieve in my SQL, what I need to do? First I need to register my database instance with the listener. If I try to register my database, I use Alita system register. Alita system register to register my database. Output is 2. This is where my database is well registered, but I need to try other codes for setting my listener. I need to set my listener in good performance for continue. Then here I need to continue to try to put my listener in good performance. Wait for loading a little. Alter system register, try again. I have an error, but I'm persistent. I need to continue. If I start up my Oracle in progress, my Oracle is startup. Well, startup. After startup my Oracle core, I needed to check my database variable. After startup my Oracle, my codes in loading. Then here wait for loading a little bit for loading. If I try to start listener, I have an error, but I can try again and again. If I try again, as you see, my command completed successful. This means my listener is well prepared, but instantly start. My listener is started, but I need to make it status. My listener is started successful. Then I need to try startup. If I try startup, my listener startup status is well prepared. Command completed successful, but I need to continue to prepare my listener for achieving good performance before to continue for another stage. Let me back again in SQL. Now I'm in my SQL. Here I need to continue to check my database variable. If I try, no, I need to start up my database instance again with the listener. Before those configuration, if I later start register, my database is well registered instance with the listener. Is a well registered instance with the listener. If I try again, Alita system register, my database is well registered. For loading, if I continue to the another stage, let me exist in SQL, then start instance. If I try to my listener status is working, now is working, my listener is well successful setted. Here I can continue to the another stage, then back to the SQL plus as system DBA, then enter. I'm in my SQL now. And boom, here in my SQL, first of all, I need to check to show PDB. Firstly, I need to start up. For good prepared, then startup. After startup, I have to continue. Cannot start already running Oracle. Shut it down firstly. As you see, I cannot start because of my Oracle is already running. I needed to shut it down before startup. I needed to try to stop my Oracle. If I try to show PDB, as you see, I have only Oracle PDB1, but it is muted. My Oracle PDB1 is muted. I need to make it read only no for good performance. To leave it in muted, Alita pluggable database Oracle open. Here pluggable database Alita. Here my database, my Oracle database PDB1. My Oracle database is well pluggable. This is leave in muted mode. If I try to show PDB again, as you see, my Oracle PDB1, it comes in read, write, no. But before, it's in muted mode. This means I can create my stuffs. If I try Alita pluggable database Oracle save status. This command is pluggable database Alita. This is a successful. This is the setup. This is about my Oracle pluggable database setting for help me to create others databases and related tables. For loading a little bit. Database is creation and navigation. Here must create two PDB database. Here my database creation and navigation. I must create two database, PDB database. It's time to try to create my PDB database. I need to create first PDB database with my first name, and also to create second PDB database with my last name. In loading, before start to creating my PDB database, first PDB database in my first name. Here I ended to setting well setted of my my database will set of my Oracle PDB1 from muted mode to read and write mode. Here I'm ready to create my database. This about loading. Here you can continue to create my first editor session setting container. Editor session setting container to make sure if if I mean CDB root. First I need to make sure if I mean CDB root, then if I mean CDB root, I'm ready to create my first PDB. I'm ready to create my first PDB called my first name. As you see, I try to create pluggable database Muhammad admin use. I try to create my first pluggable database called Muhammad and identified by this. This is my password. Then this is my user and also file where my database will be located. If I try and try, this is logging. This is about loading. Wait a little bit. It will be working as soon as possible. This is my password and the file where my database will be located. This is a path. Where my database will be located. My password. My pluggable database called Muhammad. In loading. My Oracle, it has not good performance, but I can wait. I have to wait. As you see, I have an error in my database. I have an error in password creation. In password creation, I have an error. If I try again, I have an error again. Let me use double quote in password. If I use double quote in password and try again with double quote, then wait for progress. If I wait for progress, see if my database can be created successful. For progress, wow, my pluggable database created successful. Now I have my first pluggable database called Muhammad. Here I need to make sure after successful creating my pluggable database called Muhammad, I have to open it. To open it, I use Alita pluggable database Muhammad open. Then click open pluggable database added. My pluggable database already added with the open. Here I need to create other pluggable database. Now I have a pluggable database first called Muhammad, my first name, and started opened successful. I need to create second one. I need to create second pluggable database called Havgiman. If I try to create pluggable database called Havgiman, wait for loading. This is my second pluggable database. My second pluggable database created successful. It means I have my two pluggable database. First with my first name, last is in my last name with different password. Now I have two pluggable database. I need to create table in each database. In Muhammad database, before create table, I need to alter plugin database of Gimana open. If I open plugin database, my second plugin database is successful opened. Then after all of this, I need to create a table in Muhammad PDB. Before create it, I need to alter session set container equal Muhammad to start my database Muhammad. I cannot create a table inside Muhammad without start it. To create a table in Muhammad, I need to start it first. Alter session set container into Havgiman, and also I start container called Havgiman. This is how to access our database. If I write alter session set container equal Muhammad, it means I need to start my work in Muhammad. In this line, I write alter session set container equal Muhammad. It means I need to create a table inside Muhammad. If I create a table inside Muhammad, as you see, I create a table called student, contain student ID, name, and also age. For loading, to check if my table can be created successful inside Muhammad, my first table is created successful. Here I have my two plugin database. First plugin database use my name, it contain first table called student. I need to start second plugin database with the alter session set container equal Havgiman. Here session altered, it means my second plugin database called Havgiman. I can create table inside my second plugin database called course. If I create table called course, it have course ID, course name, and credits. As you see, my table inside plugin database Muhammad is created successful. Created. After this, after create those table, in each plugin I have a task to database template. I move to the database template, and also database creation and navigation, it's done with create this alter session set container. This is how to navigate in our databases. If I try, as you see, if I try here, I try to make template with table called with database called Muhammad, but it is not working. But I'm persistent. I need to try again and again. If I try another code, or as you see, my database template is created successful. Here my database template is created successful. Is a successful created. After that, after creating my database template successful, I need to check if I have my template. If my template is in, it is working, and also to check if I have those database I create, and also to check if I have a tables. Here, if let me exist in SQL mode, then I back in Oracle user, then I check. I need to check if my template is created. As you see, my template is created called Muhammad.xml. My template, I have my template. This my template is created successful. My template is successful created. Let me back again in SQL and check if I have all database I create. If I have a Muhammad PDB database, if I have Havgiman, those database. If I show pdbs semicolon, as you see, I have Muhammad in read write now, and have Giman in read and write, not in muted mode. Or my database is, I have all my database. My database is created successful. I need again to check if my table is created. Alter session is set container Muhammad. Here is to add to alter. Here is to create, is to navigate inside Muhammad. If I navigate inside Muhammad, I need to connect pdb slash, I need to connect user and database. If I try to connect user and database, I have an error, invalid user password long, you are not logged connected in Oracle. My code is not working, but I need to back again. I need to try. If I try again, not connected, alter plug database Muhammad open, not connected. I need to try again until I retrieve my tables. So contain, I have an error, so not connected, so container required. Try again. I need to try again. Let me exist in SQL and back again in SQL plus slash as systemdb. I back again in SQL, then I set good. If I show name, as you see, I have a cdb $ root. Then here I can open my database called Muhammad. My database already opened. If my database already opened, it means I have to start my database, to navigate inside my database called Muhammad. If I navigate inside my database called Muhammad, it means I can show table inside my database. As you see, I have ability to show table inside my database. Here this creation on XML template file for the database Muhammad, you can use this XML to clone or create new database quickly. This is about the template. It is important thing, because why template? You can ask myself why template is useful. Template is useful because template, it can help us in usability. Here we can create new database with the same structure. We can create a new database with the same structure because we make template. And also, in about consistency, we ensure all DBS follow the same standard with our template. And also time saving, avoiding reacting manual configuration. It helps us to save time, because it helps us to use the same template in the different database. And also this template it's good in portability. Easy to move DB configurations across environment. Everywhere you are, you can use this database template you clone. It means Oracle allows us to create database template for reusability, for reusable. This is important thing we have to follow. If you create a database, you need to make sure you have a database template. It is good for us as programmers. Thank you so much. This is my work.